Welcome you all for the seminar on employability skills for the future. This seminar is exclusive for students and faculty members. By grace of Almighty, we all here to upgrade ourselves for the future employment at this pandemic period. I take this opportunity to welcome our respected Secretary, Mr. Faisal Ahmed, Islamia Women's Arts and Science College. I would like to welcome Dr. A. Reddy, Principal. I extend my warm greetings to Dr. Arifa Bashir, Vice Principal. I would also welcome Mr. Murugavel, Relationship Manager, ICT Academy. It's my pleasure to welcome young and enthusiastic, most awaiting person, Miss Julie Kripavati, for EC Group Datasoft Chennai. On behalf of Islamia Women's Arts and Science College, we welcome you, Miss Julie. I welcome all the powerful, energetic participants to this one-day seminar. Let me introduce Miss Julie, the session heroine. She has completed master's degree in business administration and bachelor's degree in English literature. She also completed PG diploma in HR from Pondicherry University. She is a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certified professional and now in the process of NLP certification. She has awarded Best HR and Best Humanitarian for the CSR work she does. She also actively involving herself for the social betterments, and she has worked with the Fortune 100 organizations as human resources manager. She has recently associated with Women in Technology Tamil Nadu Forum, which focuses on the women empowerment in Tamil Nadu, both in education and profession. Really, we are fortunate to have such eminent women as a today's presenter. I thank Mr. Murugavel sir for arranging this wonderful session. We welcome you once again, Ms. Julie.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And our dear students and professors, kindly post your queries in the chat box. Feedback link will be shared at the end of the session. Mute your audio and video and enjoy the session. Once again, I welcome you all. And now I over to Miss Julie.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful intro. என்னை பத்தி நிறையவே சொல்லியிருக்கிறீங்க. I actually thank Murugavel sir for introducing me to you as well as this college. இந்த மாதிரி நேரத்துல like the effort that you are taking to keep the students occupied, motivated, so நிறைய inputs இது மாதிரி கொடுத்து அவங்களை encourage பண்றதுக்கு I actually feel so much happy to be a part of this power seminar. It's a great wonderful opportunity to be here. அப்புறம் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி it is really energetic participants தான். ஏன்னா காலையில 10 o'clock ஏஞ்சி like 100 people who are here now in the seminar, and it's really wonderful thing. All girl participants, so I really feel very happy to see all the people here. So I'll be presenting my PPT now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is my PPT visible?
Yes, Julie, it's visible.
Yes. Okay, fine. So இன்னைக்கு வந்து the topic we are going to see is employability skills. I'll be speaking in bilingual, so both Tamil and English ரெண்டுத்துலயுமே பேசுவேன். In case if my voice is not audible, அப்படி ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா like you can actually post your comments in the session chat box ல. I'll be seeing that. So எனக்கு வந்து அதுல இருந்து ஒரு ஐடியா கிடைக்கும் like ஏதாவது issues இருந்துச்சுன்னா, so I can actually correct it. We are going to see the employability skill. நான் வந்து I can actually take இதுதான் top 3 priority, இது மட்டும் பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லலாம். But I just want to give you a broader aspect. So what is happening in the industry, என்ன மாதிரி உங்ககிட்ட expect பண்ணுவாங்க. So நிறைய terms and வந்து நிறைய new terms I'll be speaking here. ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து you should get an idea like what is happening அப்படின்னு you should get an ideaங்கிறதுனால I'll be speaking about lot of new terms and new terms. So கொஞ்சம் attentive listen பண்ணுங்க. Anyway, I'll be sharing the PPT also. I'll be sharing the PPT also, but anyway, I encourage the students to have a notebook or note or pen, like when you take notes, it will be easy for you. I mean, like notes, it's a very good habit. So, even if you become a good career women, like in the start taking notes. That will be very, very important. So, I encourage you to do that. So I'm starting my session. I'm actually getting a lot of noise. Can you all mute yourself? Okay, I'm just starting. கொஞ்சம் அட்டென்டிவா இருக்கணும். சோ நீங்க வந்து ஆக்சுவலா என்ன இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்டடி என்ன படிக்கிறீங்கன்னு கொஞ்சம் டைப் பண்ணி chat பாக்ஸ்ல போட முடியுமா? Because morning I'm doing PPT, so I should not make you to sleep also. I'll be covering lot of theory as well as practical. Enna madri neenga pannano adu madri I'll be covering a lot of things. This PPT is not. So I will start with the survey actually. Eppadina like we had a survey. The survey was conducted few years before. We actually asked the academicians from the college people கிட்ட we actually asked like நீங்க வந்து இது மாதிரி train பண்றீங்க students. So how much do you train the students to be equipped for a professional life அப்படின்னு we actually had a survey. அதுல வந்து நிறைய பேர் வந்து என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா like we actually train the students very well. So college முடிச்சுட்டு when they go for a corporate life they can actually get into the corporate life immediatelyங்கிற மாதிரி answer வந்துச்சு. But when we asked the I mean like employers கிட்ட கேக்கும்போது like the employers said the students were not that much I mean like equipped to be in a professional life. அது மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு feedback வந்துச்சு. இவங்க வந்து 96% we are training அப்படி சொன்னாங்க. But whereas the employee said only the 11% people are really equipped. So today's session is employability skill for the future. So I mean like actually I can tell the top 3 things that you need to become employable. But I just wanted to give you an outline of like what is happening in the industry. So what are the things that you have to improve yourself? So I will be giving a brief analysis about all the sectors that you have to concentrate. So we actually had a survey conducted few years before. So we actually the education people like the professors, lecturers. So they said like they are actually training the students in I mean like both in education as well as in I mean like the particular training things and all. They actually told like 96% of the students are occupied to be I mean like equipped to be occupied. But when we approach the employers to ask how equipped the students are from the I mean like to get into work from the first day, the answer was like only 11% of the students were equipped. So the other people were not that much equipped to become into I mean like to get into the work. So you can see the vast difference. So the education people are thinking 96% of the students are really equipped, but whereas only 11% of the students are equipped. So where is the difference between these two people, these two sectors? So to identify the gap, I'll be explaining like what you should do. So that is very, very important. My topic is just employability skill, but I'll be giving you a brief analysis about what all the things that we have to do to get into job. So that is not a transitional skill. I'm getting a lot of echo. Can you mute other people? Yes. Thank you. Then I'll be speaking about how important is your academic and your occupational skill. So that is, from a student life till you became into a career life. So your academic and your occupational skill is a continuity process. So you have to take care of that. So as an employer, like what are the other things what are the other skill set that you will be required? So you will be required the employability skills, you will be required attitude, you will be required emotional intelligence. So these are the 3 additional things. So I'll be explaining the transitional skill, the academic skill, and the occupational skill in one slide. Transitional skill actually plays a very, very major role because that is the personal branding that you do for yourself to come into an to come into a career life. So transitional skill has a lot of steps. What are the things that you have to do? So that I'll be explaining that in the next slide. So your academic skill, now the trend is like people are not giving that much importance to their academics. So they are just giving importance to the marks. If I get 60% or 70%, like that is okay. But the thing is like academic skill plays a very, very major role because that is the foundation for your entire life. So please concentrate on your academic skill. Whenever, like when you go to college, you should have an attitude of I'm going to learn something new. It is not for marks. Because now the trend is like people are going, it is just for the marks sake. But we should go to the college for the purpose of learning something new. So today I'll be learning something new. That is very, very important attitude. So academic is very, very important for your for your career. And occupational skill is like what specific skill set you are you are well versed with. So if you take like a commerce student, they'll be accountant will be expertise into accountancy. If you take like me, I am expertise into HR. So there will be like doctors into medicine, but a lot of new additions will be coming to that. So they keep on learning to equip themselves into the occupational skill. So when the academic is the basics, occupational skill will be like from a student career, starting from a student till you become, your career, like when you grow as a senior manager, you will be keep on learning. So the occupational skills plays a major role. So these 2 things are known as the productivity skills, the skills and knowledge that will make you productive in the workplace. So that is a very, very important thing. I'll be sharing you the PPT with Priya madam, but anyway, I encourage the students to take notes. The taking notes actually will give you an additional benefit of understanding. It will also make you to understand better. So just take notes that will actually encourage you to follow the PPT. So I'll be actually explaining you the transitional skill now. Transitional skill is like from your student life, how do you transit yourself into one career life? So what are the things that you have to do? The first thing is like your profile application. So now the trend is like people go to Google, get 5 different profiles. They just copy from different profiles. They create one profile and they just send it. That is actually a wrong thing. So as a HR, if you see, I see 1,000 profiles, so I know like from where you copied. So each student has a unique ability. So each person is very, very unique. I as an individual is unique. You as an individual is unique. So your profile has to be unique also. So you do like what are the projects that you did. You need not give a very brief thing. You need not write stories in your profile. As a fresher, like your profile can be just 1 page, but it has to be very crisp. It has to be it should convey the information. That is very, very important. As well as like when you rate yourself, you can rate like I am very strong in communication, so I am 3 out of 5. I can do a PPT very well best, so I can rate myself 5 out of 5. I am not good into this thing leadership, so I'm rating myself 1 out of 5. So you can as well as rate yourself, as well as you can give like what all the seminars you attended, what all the certifications that you did. So all those will be an added advantage to see your I mean like in your profile. As well as like how many of you people know LinkedIn? You people will be knowing Facebook, you people will be knowing Instagram. So how many of the people know LinkedIn? Any idea? Actually, I'm not able to see the chat window also. Okay, so there are people who are saying like they know LinkedIn. Okay, as a professional, as a professional, like your LinkedIn profile plays a major role. Even when your profile doesn't say many things, you can actually show a lot of things in your LinkedIn, and you can actually give that ID to that ID you can give in your profile, which will give you an added advantage. As well as like when you go for an interview, I request you people to do a proper analysis about the company, because like there are many people who are coming for an walk-in interview, but they actually don't know anything about the company. They just come for an walk-in interview, but when we ask what do you know about the company, they doesn't know anything. And when we ask like can you tell me something about yourself, they don't know how to tell about them also. Like when we ask such questions like you need not tell stories about you, we just wanted to analyze like what value addition that you do. So you have to tell what is your area of interest. So all those things you have to tell something, the background about your your education, your your family background, all those things, as well as like what is your area of interest, so what projects that you did, but what can be your value addition to that company. So you should be getting well versed into all those things. So your profile plays a major role. Create a LinkedIn ID, analyze about the company, as well as like you have to do a proper you have to do a proper planning about presenting about yourself, tell about yourself. So these are the things. So these are the personal branding that you do to get yourself employable. So this is the starting stage of your career. So what are the employability skills that an employee expects from you? So there are a lot of employability skills that is available, but these are the 8 top most employability skills that is very much required for you. The first is the communication. The second is the teamwork, the problem solving, the technology, adaptability, creative thinking, collaboration, and leadership. So these are the 8 top employability skills that is required from you. So I'll be explaining about all these things in the next slide. If you take like if you take each topic, each topic is very unique, and I'll be requiring at least 2 to 3 days to take about each topic, but I'll be just giving you the brief like what is communication, how important all those employability skill is required when you enter into a corporate life. So communication is basically how strong you are in reading, writing, listening, and language skills. You can be well versed in your own mother tongue, but as well as like you should be very much fluent in English language, so that you can tell like what you do. So how do you express yourself into a corporate life? As well as like we have a tendency to listen just to make sure what we reply. But the thing is like we should also make sure we should listen to understand what the people are trying to say. So we should develop that kind of attitude in a communication. Teamwork is basically how you people, work together to achieve a common goal. But the thing is like, it is not like only one people is winning. It is like both the thing, like you win as well as the other person also win to achieve a common goal. The third one is the problem solving. We have an assumption like when we join, when we have some kind of problem, like we think like we usually come to an assumption like based on this is good, this is bad. So we should not come like that. We should analyze based on the facts and figures. That is very much important in problem solving. And technology is like what we are doing now. So you can go into any field, like it can be medicine field, it can be the teaching field, education field, it can be the corporate life, ITS, anything. But you should keep on advancing yourself into technology, which is actually very, very important. I can actually tell you an example of this power seminar. Previously, like you had the teaching classes direct, you went to the college, you spoke directly and learned a lot of things. But now, like when the situation changed, like now you are doing, when you are learning through technology. So you are coming to Google, go to meeting, so you are listening to it and you are actually learning it. So now you got adapted to this technological change. So those kind of technology is actually very, very important. As well as the adaptability is like willingness to learn. So when you get new challenge, new things, you should be willing to learn, as well as the willing to adapt to new situation. So this is a pandemic which has created a new situation, the new responsibility to the teachers to train the students, but they are very adaptive to the new culture, so they are actually training it. So these are the employability skills, irrespective of any field. Like these are the very, very important employability skills. As well as the collaboration. Collaboration is the advanced form of teamwork. When you actually interact with the different cultural people, like we go to abroad, you work in Canada, you go and work in Singapore, like you have a people of different sector, they have a different cultural background, all those things, but still you'll be working with them. So that is known as collaboration. Creative thinking is thinking out of the box. When 99 people give you one solution, you should be actually thinking in a different aspect so that you can give a different solution. So that is known as creative thinking. And leadership is something like, it is not like when you only go to a senior manager role, you should be a leader. It is not like that. From the student life, you'll be taking part in NCC, NSS, all those things train you into leadership skill. So this leadership skill is very much important for you to enter into a corporate life. So these are the basic 8 employability skills which will be very much required as a employer. So these things you should start thinking like, which is I am very strong into that. What are the things that I need to develop myself? So you have to start analyzing all those things now. The thing is like, I'm actually telling you the basic of all the things, but the thing is like, you have to go think, analyze like what I am lacking, in which area I am strong, so how should I develop. So all those things that you have to think and work on that. I'm actually just sowing you the seeds. It is you to water it, and you to make it a plant. That depends purely on your thing. So since like all the people are, all the students are girls, so I want to emphasize you into the attitude as well as the emotional intelligence. Now the thing is like, we actually, as a girl, like we enter into a corporate thing, like we actually face a lot of, other challenges too. So you should have that emotional intelligence to tackle the problem. Emotional intelligence is nothing but analyzing in what emotion you are, as well as the understanding the emotion of other people. I am actually just explaining you the definition, but this is a very, very vast topic, vast topic. So you should start thinking about like, what is my emotion? How should I behave in a corporate life? So how positive am I towards a particular situation? You can actually enter into a job market based on your academic, based on your marks. So based on your performance in interview, you can enter. But excelling yourself into a job, you need this attitude and emotional intelligence. So there is a survey which says 80 to 85% of the people who actually achieve top position in a corporate life are the people who are very, very positive towards the job, as well as who have very good emotional intelligence. So the balancing your emotion is very, very important in a corporate life. So this is just a definition I'm giving you, but I'm actually giving you a lot of links so that you can just go analyze like what are the things that you have to do to improve yourself into the emotional intelligence. So I have just given you the brief, I mean like the platforms, like what are the things that is required as a student, as a, I mean like as a entry level career women to a corporate life. So I've just given you the transitional skills, your productivity skills, your employability skills, as well as I mean like the attitude, which plays a major role, as well as the emotional intelligence. So these are the very, very basics I have given you. So what are the things that you have to do to make yourself excel in all these things? So these are the theoretical things I have given you, I have explained you. So what are the things practically you should do to excel into excel in all these things? So I have actually explained you, I mean like I'll be explaining you in this step, clap. So it is like challenging yourself, learning skill, your ambition and your plan. There are a lot of students actually who ask me like, I mean like now the market is not good. How am I going to enter into a job market? So what are the things that I should do to myself for getting a job? The thing is like when I completed my MBA, when I came for a job thing, like I had a Y2K problem. So in 2000, like we had a Y2K problem. The market was very, very dull. So I didn't get to an opportunity to enter into HR. So I started my career as a customer care executive. I didn't sit at home waiting for HR opportunity. The same thing, like now the market is dull. I understand it, but it is not like the market will be continuing like this forever. So now the market is down. So it is the right opportunity for you to invest yourself in skills. Like what all the things that you should do so that when the market improves, you can actually sell yourself. You can actually do branding for yourself to get into a, I mean, like good career. So that plays a very, very important role. I mean, like I can actually tell an example. When the gold rate is, I mean, like less, you people go buy gold and invest. I mean, like and save. The same thing, like now the market is dull. So I mean, like you have a lot of time. This time is not a vacation time. Actually, you can't sit at home. You can't actually waste your time. So this is the time for you to invest in yourself. So what are the things that you have to do? This plays a very, very major role in your in achieving your future. Challenging yourself is nothing but I mean like you have to analyze, you have to start analyzing what is your strength, your weakness, your opportunity and your threat. So how many of you have done SWOT analysis? How many of you know what is SWOT analysis actually?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. So there are people actually speaking very nice to listen to their voice. Yeah, SWOT is analyzing your strength and converting it to opportunity, and it is also like understanding your weakness and eliminating the threats. So when you see yourself, you are very good into communication, you can become a public speaker, and you can actually, I mean like when you are very much interested in programming, you can train yourself into programming things and you can become a developer. So understanding like what is your area of interest. If you are very much interested in photography, you can become a photographer. So analyzing your strength and converting it into your opportunity and converting into your career goals is known as I mean like SWOT. As well as understanding your weaknesses. Like if I say like I'm very much I mean like I'm very much scared to meet people, how are you going to face the interview? So that is going to be your weakness. So now it is the right time for you to analyze like what is your weakness. So when you see like, no, I can't face an interview, now start preparing yourself for the interview now itself. You can stand before the mirror, you can start speaking about yourself, you can actually plan some kind of questions, you can plan how to answer. So all those things you have to start planning now itself. So there is no better person in the world who can actually analyze you. Your parents can't analyze you, your friends can't analyze you, your teachers can't analyze you, your lecturers, your professors can't analyze you. It is only you'll be knowing the basic things like, okay, I'm very good into this, I'm very bad into this, so I should develop myself. So all these things plays a very, very major role. So you have to start analyzing. I mean, like you have to start analyzing the SWOT now itself. Then networking. I have already told about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very good platform for you to analyze networking. I mean, like for you to get into networking also. Most of the people now get into a job. I mean, like mostly through networking. So start building your networking. Networking plays a very, very important role, major role. So start building your contact. So when you meet people like me, and also like you'll be having some kind of other seminars also. Your field, I mean, like you'll be having particular interest in field. So you can actually get all those people. You can get connected through LinkedIn. You can analyze a lot from those things, and you can actually build yourself in the networking. As well as learning continuously. Learning can't be stopped at any point of time. From the student life, from a budding career, even like if you become a senior manager in any industry, like the learning can't be stopped. It has to be a continuous process. So you start analyzing about how is your learning quotient now. So how am I capable learning? So it is not just like the books. It is not just like the books. You have to know like what is happening in India, what is happening in the world market. So what are the companies that is going to come inside India? So how equipped I should be to tap those jobs. So you should analyze all those things, which is very, very important. Then start reading books, magazines, articles. So when you attend seminar like this, like take notes about that. Start doing certification courses online, because there are a lot of certification courses. I mean, like free courses as well as very minimal amount of courses. We actually spend a lot of money into dressing, all those things. As well as now we should start analyzing like how should I improve? How should I improve? I mean, like invest in myself. So now that is the period. So start investing in certification courses. It is not like I do 100 certification, so it is not that important. But I mean, like investing only in 2 or 3 certifications, that will be very, very useful. That will be very, very useful for your career. Makes good sense. As well as like when you are not interested to read something, you can actually start watching videos or podcast. So those things actually may play. I mean, like play a major role for you to make understanding like what is happening in the industry. How should, so those watching videos and all will help you to improve your communication. So all those things. So that is very, very important. As well as now start thinking about your ambition, because like in student life, like you will be like a free bird. You will not have like what is going to happen for me in the next 5 years or the next 10 years. So now start analyzing like what is going to be my long-term goal. Like you can be getting married, you can get settled. So apart from that, like start thinking about like what I should be doing. So what will be my ambition? So start analyzing that. So in another 10 years, I want to be a manager, I want to be a COO. So what are the things that you should do now to achieve your long-term goals is known as short-term goals. So start investing. I mean, like, if you have a long-term goal, like I want to become a HR manager, then you have to do a certification course now into an HR. So what are the other expertise? What are the other things that you have to do to expertise yourself is known as your short-term goals. So prepare that. All those things. I mean, like it is the right time to think about your ambition, all those things. So I have just told you like what you should do as an individual. So to analyze yourself, you are learning how to improve your learning quotient, as well as how to analyze your ambition. But without plan, without daily action, these three things cannot be achieved. So I can't waste my daily time, daily day without a proper plan. So I should start thinking like today 1 hour I'll be investing on I will be investing on learning something new. So tomorrow I'll be investing on analyzing my strength. The next day I'll be investing on rectifying my weaknesses. I'll do a video. I will analyze my like how am I speaking. So what are the improvements that I should do? So all these things you should have a daily plan. You can actually have a diary. You can write like what are the things that you are doing. So I mean like you can actually take it. So it will give you a boost. Like I mean like I have done all these things. So I should come up. I mean like so to rectify. So you should start doing all those things. That is known as I mean like your daily action or plan. Without this plan, nothing can be worked out. So when you do all these things, like you can actually put this in your, I mean, like profile. What are the COVID achievements I have done? So how did not I waste this 3 months or 6 months of my time? So I learned this certification courses. I attended this seminar. So all those things that you can actually put in your profile, which will be an added advantage for you, for any HRs to see your profile. So as a HR, if I see a profile with a student with all these things, like I'll be really encouraged to call and speak to him or her to listen like what made her to do all these things. So your profile will have an added advantage. So when you do clap for yourself, like it is like the society will actually clap for you. It is not like clapping. I mean, like it is not like literally clapping. So it is the recognition that you get from the society. It is the recognition that you get from your lecturers. It is the recognition you get from the family. So you have to start investing on yourself. So investing on yourself plays a very, very major role. So these are the steps I'm telling you. Then I am actually a part of I mean like a forum known as HR Lens for HR Lens. We actually work for the improvement of students. If you go to this YouTube channel, you can actually subscribe to this YouTube channel, HR Lens. You have lot of articles. I mean like what will be the recruitment trends during and after COVID. So you can actually go through these links. So there is a specific video for the improvement of the women, I mean like women students. So what are the things, what are the challenges that they will be facing? So what are the things that they should do to come up in life? So all those things, as well as like we have a FB page known as HR Lens. You can actually contact us for your internship, for mentoring. So we have a group of HR people who actually work with the student community. So I can actually help you to get your internship, your mentorship. So all those things we can actually train you, because like in this 30-40 minutes time, like I have just given you like what all the things that you have to concentrate. But when you deep dive into all those things, there is a lot of things that you have to learn. So you can do that, as well as we have a website known as hrlens.org. So you have to go, there's a lot of articles like what is happening in the global market. So you can actually go through all those, I mean like articles, which will be very, very useful for you people. So this is apart from my career, like as a HR manager, after like an HR manager, I do this thing for the improvement of the students, for the development of the students. Then I have actually given you the links. I have told you like what are the things that I mean like yeah, what are the things that you have to concentrate. As a Spoonfeed, I am also giving you like what are the links that you should go and see to improve your soft skills. For logical and critical thinking, like you have all these links where you can just go for decision making, for critical thinking, for managing relationship, for emotional intelligence at work. So these are the links where you can just go. Instead of Googling, I have actually given you the links also. Apart from this, there is a lot of other things, other details also I have. When you approach me individually, like I can actually help you. I mean, like if you tell me like, no, madam, I'm not very much, I mean, like well versed into communication. Actually, I can give you training for you into that particular thing. So all those things, I mean, like when you approach me individually, I can actually train you into that particular thing. So these are, I mean, like the links I'm sharing you, like what will be required for a student life. For communication, it can be like your business communication, your interpersonal skills, how to write an effective emails, your negotiation skills. So these are the things very, very important for improving your communication. I am actually giving you all those links which will be useful for you. I'll share this PPT with Priya madam so that she can actually circulate with you. Sorry, improving your English communication. These are the websites: Talk English, British Council, Oxford English, Perfectly Spoken. So you can actually go through these communication channels to improve your English. These are the learning platforms. I told you, like you can actually do certification courses and all. So these are the learning platforms. I mean, like to do the certification courses. The cost will be very minimal, as well as there are a lot of free certification courses that is happening now. So you can start doing all those courses: Coursera, Khan Academy, MIT, Allison, TED. These are the platforms that will actually help you to, I mean, like improve yourself in your particular field. Then these are the educational and social networks: TED, Twin Tribord, Edmonton. So these are the sites which will be help you to improve your social networking as well as your educational sites. This will be very useful for your faculty also. I mean, like to analyze like what is the current trend. So I have actually given you like what all the things that is required to enter into a job market. So how do you need to improve yourself, your personal growth, as well as like I'll be speaking a little bit about motivation also, because like I can't go on speaking about the employability skill. So these are the motivational links. I mean, like sometimes like we don't have other people to motivate us. So that time, like it is our duty to self-motivate. So this will, these are the links that will give you self-motivation. So make you happy, motivated, and help you to achieve in life. I am also telling you there are certain things that are very much required in life. Nowadays, like the people think, the students, majority of the student thinks like the talent is what they get by birth. They actually compare themselves with other students and tell like this student is topper, I mean like topping in the class, so she should be a born talent. There is nothing known as born talent. So people actually get talent only based on the practice they do. So when you compare yourself to other people, actually you are demotivating yourself. Don't ever do that. So when you wanted to achieve something in life, have that confidence that I can do, so you can achieve that. So have in mind that talent is not you get by birth, it is only through practice. There is one more thing, like whatever thing that you do in 21 days, that will become like an habit. If you think like I'll be getting at 5 a.m. daily, if you do that for 21 days, if you get up at 5 a.m. 21 days, like it will become an habit for you. You can't change that habit after that. So the same way you can actually improve yourself in a lot of things. When you start learning for the first 1 week, it will be very tough for you, but when you do that for 21 days, it will become an habit. After that, you can't change your habit. If you sleep till 11 a.m. Daily, like it will become your habit, so you can't change that. So it is your responsibility how to invest, I mean like in the right decision. That depends on you. So don't don't start doing all those wrong things. So start investing on the right things, as well as like don't be afraid to dream big. Because like now I mean like I am also from Pondicherry. I am from a small city. Like if I have dreamt, if I have thought like, okay, I am coming from Pondicherry, how can I go to a corporate life? So I studied only in a normal Tamil background. I mean like a Tamil school, like my hometown. I read only in Tamil. So if I had all those things in I mean like if I had all those barriers for my dream, I would not have achieved. I would not have entered in a corporate life. So don't think like I'm coming from a small city. How can I go to a corporate life? Nothing like that. So have a big vision, have a big dream big. You can really achieve a lot. So don't ever be afraid to dream big. So start thinking like you can do and you can really do. As well as like failure is a part of life. So when you fail, like don't think like I have failed, so I can't come up. So I can actually tell an example. There's a girl known as Madhumita. She's a transgender actually. She attended interview 67 times. I mean, like in the 68th interview, like she got a HR job. So how much trial, how much failures that she would have, I mean, like faced in her life? Because like when I didn't get a job for first 2 interviews, for the 3rd interview, I would have got demotivated. I would have got negative aspect. But the thing is like, if she had tried 67 times for an interview, how passionate she was. So don't think like I failed today. You might fail for the 2nd time, you might fail for the 3rd time, you might fail for the 15th time, but you will actually crack it in the nth time. So don't ever, I mean, like demotivate yourself when you fail. So start thinking like, what are the improvements that I have to do? So just concentrate on the improvements. That plays a very, very major role. So grab exposure. It can be very small, but it will help you to grow in your life. I can actually tell myself as an example, because like I entered job market into one customer care executive. If I would have thought like I will not come to one customer executive, like I wanted to come into only HR, it would have taken me some more years to enter into an HR. But I entered into one customer care executive, but at the same time I was investing. I did my PGD HRM. I was actually developing. I was taking care of myself into one certification course. I was developing on my self ability. So so a lot of things I was doing. So don't ever I mean like think like this is very small, I will not do. So don't do that. Grab exposure. It can be like very small thing. Even in college, like you might get a small opportunity of organizing some event, but that will give you that will actually help you to grow. That will give you an exposure to learn. So start getting that exposure. So start grabbing that exposure. That will actually help you to improve. As well as volunteering. As a student life, I actually encourage people to do volunteering. It is like visiting orphanage, going to an old age home, meeting people. So I mean, like what kind of volunteering work you can do? You can actually teach the small kids near to your home if you can't go out. So this little bit of volunteering will actually help you to understand like what is your, I mean, like ability. It will also give you this, I mean, like a different aspect of your personal thing. I mean, like you will understand like what is your interest. It will help you to become a good student, as well as it will help you to become a good citizen. So start doing volunteering. That will be very, very helpful for your future life. So if you want to contact me, like I am in LinkedIn, my name is Julie Kripavati. Like you can actually give request. You can actually send your queries. I mean, like whatever, I mean, like help you need in mentoring, in internship. So in your career advice, so what are the things that you require? Like you can actually send me. I'll be able to help you out. And this is my number, mobile number, 8870055469. So you can actually, I mean, contact me through mobile also. Like you can text me, you can SMS me. I'll be able to help you out. So I have actually given you the brief. I mean, like so a lot of things I spoke. I don't know like how you have understood, but the thing is like I have actually given you the brief of all the things that is essential for you to develop you as a student, as a budding professional. I have just saw the seeds, but it is you to make it to develop. So this is about the session. So now it is, I mean, like you have to ask me the questions if you have anything so that I can help you out.
Thank you, Julie. And I have picked some questions from chat box.
Okay.
How online jobs are helpful and how to find online jobs?
To be very frank, like I mean, like there is no online jobs that are very, I mean, like very loyal. I mean, like very useful kind of online jobs. There is nothing there. So I mean, like people there are actually working from home, but they are working for a corporate life. The thing is, like I usually don't encourage people for online because like I have actually done a research of doing an online job. So I have, I mean, like went through many sites, many people I have approached, but there are, I mean, like 98% online jobs are fake to me. So only 2 to 3% jobs are real, but you need lot of skills, additional skills to become expertise into online job. They are basically into translation. I mean, like if you take like YouTube, I mean, like Amazon Prime kind of cinemas. So those kind of translation jobs are there. But as a budding professional, like that won't give you a very good exposure. So you can actually start, I mean, direct jobs. You can start doing direct jobs. Then after establishing yourself, you can come into online jobs. But online jobs won't give you that much of I mean, like exposure. It will not give you the confidence that you required to face the job market. So I don't encourage as a budding professional the online jobs.
And one more
Am
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does students' percentage matters in interview?
If you take my company, like we don't see the market at, I mean, marks at all. We don't see the marks. It is only the attitude that you show in the interview. But if you take like certain companies, it is the minimum percentage of marks that is required to enter. But now the scenario is changing. But I tell you, like, don't go for a college just for marks. You go for a college that you have, I mean, with the attitude that you are learning something new. When you have that passion that I'm learning something new, your marks will automatically come. So just for marks, don't go for thing. But I mean, like just for learning, don't lose your marks also. Because like I don't know, like in which field, in which corporate world that you will be entering. So give preference to your marks also. But it is not like you have to achieve 90%. It is the basic marks. But the basic quality that you should have as a student is your attitude, is your adaptability skills. Did I answer?
Okay, thank you. So it depends on the organization. So how
Yes,
they are
because like,
expecting the students from either based on the mark or the attitude. Yes, depends on the
it is,
company, so they can go ahead.
no.
And one
It
more
is not
question.
like that. No, it is not like that. Even the companies who give preference to marks, okay, they will be telling like 55% of the undergraduate. But if you have a very bad attitude, if you are not adaptable, you can't crack the interview. So more than the marks, your attitude plays a very, very major role in cracking the interview. Okay, so it is not, marks just plays a 25%, but your I mean, like your attitude plays a very, very major role in cracking the interview.
Exactly. And one more question, how to make best profile? Some students raise this question.
You go, you sit, you analyze yourself. The best profile for any industry or anything is like you. Okay, you are unique, your profile has to be unique. You go, you sit, you analyze about what is your passion, what interests you more. So I mean, like you analyze yourself and you start drafting. Profile making will, I mean, like when you go to Google, you get 5 profiles, you get cut, copy, paste. It takes only 2 hours for you to make a profile. But the real profile will make you, I mean, like you have to spend at least 2 to 3 days for making the real profile. You have to go, you sit, you analyze, like I'm good into communication, I can rate myself, I did this internship, what I learned from that internship, I'm going to this education. So what value addition, what I learned from that education, you have to sit, you have to analyze, you have to draft that. That will make you a best profile. That will make you a unique profile. So profile making is a art, but that art will come from you. Okay, you have to analyze yourself to make that profile best. Did I answer? Hello.
Any questions from students?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you, Julie, for your much effective and useful session on employability skills for future. Actually, you have given guidelines for researching websites to improve these skills and communications, etc. You cleared about life skills also on behalf of Islamia Women's Arts and Science College. I thank you once again. All the participants and students, I will be posting a feedback form in the chat box. Kindly fill the feedback form. Thank you, Julie, for your time.
Thanks so much.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am. This is Murugavel from ICT Academy.
I really thank to
Hi,
Mr.
sir.
Murugavel sir for arranging
Yes.
this wonderful session. Really very much thank you on behalf of Islamia Women's College. I thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I also thank the speaker for a vibrant and enthusiastic speech, ma'am. Thank you very much. This is the first power seminar I am hearing from you. Actually, a lot of RMs are using. Sorry, you have made lot of power seminars, but this is the first power seminar for me. Actually, thanks,
Sir,
ma'am, for your enthusiastic speech, ma'am. And
Really,
your
thank you so much, sir.
yes, your sincerity sees in we can see your sincerity in your throwing the way, and also your keen interest, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I actually don't know like who are the people
Thank you,
speaking,
ma'am.
so I'm just telling.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, students
Because
also
only
saying
Murugavel,
thank you.
sir. Oh, okay. Nice
Okay,
so much.
okay.
And thank you so much. I'll be sharing you
Please
the
share,
PPT
ma'am.
because like
PPT.
to Priya madam, like she'll be sharing the PPT because this is specially done for the students with those links and all. Like if you go through it, if that is beneficial for you people, then that is the main thing I required for the time I spent for creating this PPT. So I'll be sharing all those things with Priya madam. Like, she'll be sharing with the students. Thanks for
But, ma'am,
attending. Thanks for your cooperation, students.